Hello everybody and welcome back to the sweet NetSuite tutorials. Today what we're going to talk about are the tips and tricks and shortcuts around the date fields. And this is going to be pretty cool, very short, nice video, but very knowledgeable. So what we're going to talk about is how to manipulate the dates when you enter into the date. So if you're into finance or if you enter a lot of data, and you need to enter and you're basically tired of selecting it and trying to find the correct dates, well, today I'm going to show you some really cool tricks. So let's get to it. So inside of NetSuite, before we actually get to that, let me just show you a couple of things. So because some of the things might be a little bit different. So when you go to setup, we're going to go to the company preferences. And we're gonna go to general preferences in here. And so the date, you will see right away on top, the date format. So you can select different formats for your date fields. And once you select it, this is for the whole company. And later on, the users can actually override them to display how they want. One thing that I'll show you is there is actually a way to stop that. If you scroll down, if you're administrator, you can actually check this box right here, date format. As you can see that it's actually unchecked right now. So if it's unchecked, that means that the user will not be able to override for how they want it to display. So in our case, we actually want to do that. So we will actually let them choose how they want to see it and click Save. To set your own preferences, you can go to a little home page and set preferences. And here you will see under general, scroll a little bit down, you will see very similar format in date format. Now, because we checked that box to allow override, you actually can choose this for your own preferences. So if you see this field grayed out, kind of like right here, the calendar system, you cannot change it. So you're stuck with the format that the company is chosen for you to do. So just to kind of letting you know, just in case if you come here and you want to choose a different format, and you can do it. So let's get to actual fields. So we're going to go into customer record, and we're going to edit right away because I know there is actual under financial tab. There are two different fields over here, and we will actually work with these fields. So what we're gonna do is when you type in here, usually you come here and you select this picker to pick the date. Well, you can always type, right? So if you know your format and if you know you type, you can just type 2/10/24, 2/10/24. This will actually put the date in for you and select it, the February. So that's just a normal way to enter. If you enter today's date, instead of clicking here and picking the date today, you can actually type in small t and it will populate with today's date. So you can see today is the 6/25/2024. If I go to the next one and I type in capital T, this will populate tomorrow's date. Okay? Very cool. And of course, if you type in y, small y, you will know what will happen. This will be the yesterday's date. And this is gonna automatically put it in there for you. This is pretty cool. I actually learned this recently after using NetSuite for a very long time. I don't really work with the dates much, so this wasn't, very useful to me, but I'm sure a lot of people do. So hopefully this will work for you. Also another cool thing that you can do. So let's say there was a date here that's, I don't know, a long time ago, right? In 2023 somewhere. And what you can do, if you actually press, if you kind of click on it at the end of the date and you press plus or minus, it will increase or decrease by one date. So this is actually very cool. If you're selecting some dates and then you want to add or whatever, you can just press. If you're using a keyboard with numbers, that's plus and minus. If you're using a regular keyboard with where it's actually or equals or underscore, you do not need to press shift. The system will understand that you're trying to press not equal but the plus sign. So you can just hit, that's what I'm doing right now, I'm just hitting the equal sign and it keeps increasing. So those are the tricks that I found out to be very useful, and hopefully you guys will as well. Let me know if you know any other cool tricks about date fields, and post them in a comment. I would like to know. And as usual, you guys like and subscribe, and keep on sweeting. Thank you for watching. Until next time.